Thursday. As you know, we will get started in just one moment. But as you come in, say hello to me and let me know where you are tuning in from. But I'm just waiting to make sure I'm on screen A-okay, and it looks like I am good to go. Happy Thursday, my friends. Welcome back to episode 7 of Template Thursday with Tammy, where it is my hope to bring you an inspiration doing one template 2 ways for 2 different looks. Today is February 26th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are watching me during that time, you have caught me live right here on YouTube. Come in, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in, especially if you are a new time viewer. I always love to welcome you and welcome anyone who comes in and crafts along with us. Hello, Patty. Hello, and welcome in, my friends. Hope you are both doing well today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tammy Civello, and welcome to Cards by TLC. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of the San Francisco Bay Area. And today's featured bundle, wow, we're already starting off with our own words again. Today's featured bundle is the Easter basket bundle. Adorable, paired with the super bright and cheery Easter Joy designer paper. I love this bundle. This bundle is so cute. Happy Easter, cute little Easter bunny. We've got some spring in there with some flowers. And then, of course, coordinating dies. We have a buildable Easter basket. So it's super, super cute. Welcome in, Martha. Good morning. And today's templates, wow, I am really struggling today. Maybe I had too much coffee. Today's templates are these layouts. So we're going to start off with the vertical orientation, but of course we have to see the projects. Let me get this stuff out of the way really quick. 1 second here. Okay. So here is our projects today. Super cute, super fun. Again, just changing that orientation gives it a different look. Not too much differentiation in this one, but it's still fun and super cute. And I'm so glad that this is back in stock. So let's go ahead and get started. And we are going to start again with our vertical orientation. Let me get our parts and pieces here. So we are using a thick basic white card base. I'm trying to figure out where the best spot for this is. There we go. That looks good. Our thick basic white card base. So our main orientation is a standard card base, and we are at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So there is our main base, and I have already cut out our designer paper ahead of time. So our first piece is cut at 1.5 by 5. Again, all of the sizes and dimensions will be on my blog post at cardsbytlc.com tomorrow, February 27th. Can you believe we're already at the end of February? Oh my goodness. So our second piece is a 3 by 5, and I am turning these kind of at an angle. Did I cut this 3? Yes, I did do that. Okay. So I'm just kind of coming in at an angle, just like so. And I know my friend Patty here in the chat is going, oh, my brain, her brain. We always like to joke and call her perpendicular Patty, because she likes things straightforward. But when she does something like this, we always give her a hard time and say that it's so exciting to see her step outside her comfort zone on crafting. So we have our circle die, and it is about a 3-inch circle. It's the largest stylish shapes die, and angles hurt her brain. I'm sorry, Patty. Just close your eyes. Just listen to me and just close your eyes. And this is in cloud cover. So we have that is our orientation of our actual template right here. So I have already pre-cut out our Easter basket ahead of time, and this is an early espresso. And of course, with the magic of TV, I have already pre-cut out our bits and pieces. So we need 2 pieces of grass, and this is in Summer Splash, which I am so sad. This is a retiring color, and I am so sad to see the these colors going out, but I did get a sneak peek of the new in colors, and you will be so excited about a returning color, so stay tuned for that. So we have 2 pieces of grass and Summer Splash. Then we have our Pretty in Pink, another retiring color. I don't know what I'm going to do without this pink. This pink is the perfect pink. Stampin' Up, if you are watching this, please bring back Pretty in Pink. This is going to be a retiring color. Guys, if you are wanting and loving these colors, grab them now, because once they're gone, they're gone. Unless they bring them back. But this one hurts. It's the perfect pink. So we need one of those. And then I have taken, let me show you really quick. So we have our grass, and then these strips are the actual strips for the Easter basket, the wicker part of the Easter basket. So I'm going to grab 3 of those. And then we have our front little, if you want to have like a little front piece of our basket, we have that. And then we have our flowers, and then they die cut the rest of the elements out to build our cute little Easter scene and basket. And then I am going to do some stamping with you and coloring with you really quick before we get started on this. We need to stamp our Easter bunny, our carrot, our chickie, and our 2 eggs. So let me go ahead and bring that in. We're going to go ahead and do all of our stamping and all of our coloring really quick. So I know there is no replacement of Pretty in Pink. I really don't know what we're going to do without the pink element. So I pray that maybe they'll bring it in a color refresh or whatever, but oh, that one's gonna be a hard one. So I am doing my Easter basket, or our Easter bunny with our little 1 flop ear. We're gonna do 2 of those. And then we're gonna do 2 chicks. We're just gonna color these together. And then we are gonna do 4 eggs. And we're just gonna color them together really quickly. So 2 bunnies, 2 chicks, and 4 eggs. And so I'm gonna keep my bunny white. He's cute white. I have my Pretty in Pink. Again, grab everything you possibly can on the retiring in colors. Your extra set of blends, ink refills, whichever you want. They're already kind of starting to, I think, go orderable. So grab them now while you can. So I have my Pretty in Pink ears, My little nose is in pretty in pink. And then I'm going to give him some little rosy cheeks. And then the rest I'm going to keep just white. And then, oh, carrots. We need our carrots. And we need 2 carrots. So I have Timid Tiger. I'm just going to go ahead and do the light Timid Tiger. And I'm just doing straightforward coloring. If you want to do some shading, you certainly can. But to save some time, when I shade, I like to sit down and just relax and take my time and do it. When I'm doing my lives, I'm standing up, so I just want to make things a little bit easier and do just straight coloring with you. And then I have dark shaded spruce for my leaves, or the tops of the carrot, I should say. So out of the retiring colors, which color is yours? I think I'm going to have to say Pretty in Pink. Although Petunia Pop has become a pretty close second. And I'm typically not a pink person. So let's go ahead and do our chickie. Our chickie I'm going to do in dark lemon lolly. I think the dark lemon lolly is pretty close to daffodil, and it makes a great solid yellow. Sometimes daffodil can be a little dark in the blends. Pretty in Pink #1, Peach Pie #2, and Petunia Pop #3. I think I'm going to have to do Pretty in Pink #1, Summer Splash 2, and Petunia Pop 3. Isn't Dark Lemon Lolly fabulous? It's like the perfect yellow. And it's a perfect yellow for this chick. Okay, and then I'm going to come back in with my Timid Tiger for his beak. And then we have our eggs. I'm going to come in with my dark balmy blue. I'm going to do top and bottom. I'm going to just color all the blue at the same time. I think I did this exactly the same on all 4 eggs. So growing up, and we always had our Easter baskets and stuff like that, what was your favorite thing that you received in your Easter baskets? I was never a traditional jelly bean person, but I did like Cadbury eggs. And I'm not a Peeps person. So for all you Peep lovers, I'm so sorry. I can't do Peeps. It's just too much. But what was your favorite thing that you received in your Easter baskets? My mom mom would always put in also a bathing suit in my Easter baskets, and that was always fun. Patty said C's chocolate. Oh, the buttercream eggs, 100%. Okay. I forgot about the C's chocolate buttercream eggs. Yes. The buttercream eggs. Jackie said Reese's eggs. Yes. Those sound so good. I think she also put in the suckers too. The C's candy suckers. This one is dark fresh freesia. Bring in my yellow now. And I think I did the bottom. The C's suckers. Okay. I know. It just seems like it was the Dark Ages. Okay, so for those of you that had C's suckers, what was your favorite? I think it was caramel. Or maybe it was, I think it was caramel. Pastel coated almonds. Oh, okay. And then Jackie's tradition was her kids, when they got a little older, was to make their own basket for the bunny to hide. How fun was that? I always loved scavenger hunts with the eggs. And even as adults, I remember when my husband and I first got together and our families together, and my nieces were young, the scavenger hunt was obviously for them as well. But the adults, my and dad had so much fun hiding Easter eggs in our backyard, and we had a lot of hiding spaces in our backyard. And then we had the golden egg that had a $50 bill in it. And I'm telling you, the adults were fighting over it. And Haley, the youngest, was the one that found it in the most obvious spot in a tree. So that was always fun. So here is our Easterness. And of course, with the magic of TV, I have already pre-die cut those pieces out. Oh, and these little boxes are amazing. Patty shared with us in her online store, in her Amazon store. I'm going to go ahead and link these in the description box below. But these are fantastic. You get a ton of them. And they're great to hold stuff like this. So with the magic of TV, we have all of our parts and pieces. I know, a $50 egg, and it was a golden egg. My mom found a gold Easter egg, and I'm telling you, it was crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back to our card here. Now with the Easter baskets and our little weave pieces, I start out with the top piece, and I'm going to do, you can do as many as you want. You can add colors. You can add the pastel colors. You could do a white basket. I just decided to do just a brown basket, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of break open these slits so it's easier to weave in the strips. First one's always the hard one to get through here, but once it gets going, it's easier to weave in and out. And I'll look at the comments in just a moment. first one's always easy to do, or are always harder to do. Come on. Cooperate with me, please. Hold that open. Slide that through. Come on. Last one. You're being very stinky right now. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna come in. Again, you can do as little or as many as you want. Sometimes people just do 2. I like the look of 3. And this is in crumb cake. Come on. Cooperate, please. I should have done this part ahead of time. But since we're not die cutting out, thinking, okay, yeah, we'll die cut, not die cut out and save time, but the weave is being a little stinker. Come on. I'm about ready to pull this third weave out. It is being really persnickety. Okay, got it. Pull that down. Okay, there we go. Slide this up. Slide that down to the middle. Come on. My fingers are just not wanting to work today. Okay, now that I have that in place, I'm going to flip that over and I'm going to take my foam adhesive sheet, a piece of that, and hold that in place. I know it is only because like seriously doing these in person, not long at all. So that holds that in place for me. It brings that basket up. I'm going to go ahead and take my little paper snips and I'm going to trim off the edges here. Get that off. Okay. So we have our little baskets. Then I'm going to come in with my grass. I'm going to put some grass on the inside of the baskets. I didn't put the chocolate bunny in because I thought it'd be kind of creepy with the bunny outside the basket that had a bunny in it. I just think that that's wrong. So I added some glue to the bottom of my grass. I'm going to hold that in place. Just like so. So there is the basket. And then we'll tuck everything in. So let's go ahead and lay down our pieces. Again, we're going to kind of come in at an angle like so. Close your eyes, Patty. Again, this is a 1.5 by 5. And then we have a 3 by 5 of this pattern. And this paper, this designer paper is like thick. It's like cardstock. It's great. Then I'm going to kind of come in here at an angle, just like so. making sure I'm not going over those edges. So there is our pattern, and then I'm going to come in with our cloud cover circle, just like that, just to break up those patterns, something kind of fun and funky. And then we have our Easter basket that's going to go like so. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this release tape off. Stampin' Dimensionals work as well. Then I'm going to add another piece of grass at the bottom of the Easter basket where the bunny's going to sit. And because I popped up this basket, I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals on the bunny. Where did the bunny go? Oh, they're over here. Okay, I was like, where's my bunny? Where's my pieces? So I need a bunny, a carrot, 2 eggies, and a chickie over here. So we have our little pink bow. I'm just going to add some glue to the center of that bow. And again, because I popped up the basket, I'm going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals to the side, to the right side of the bunny, and glue the other side just so it evens out the bunny. Fun trick I learned many years ago. Okay, and there's that. So I'm going to add just a little bit of glue to the left side and some Stampin' Dimensionals to the right to even out my bunny. So that way it's all even. And then he's holding his little carrots. And then we have 2 little Easter eggs that are going to go into the basket. So I'm just going to add some glue to the backs of those. Get my little chickie to see where I want him before I place my other egg. And I need a piece of basic white. Let me see what I did there. I had the Easter egg upside down. And let me get some strips of white. I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp Happy Easter a couple of times. This time I'm going to stamp it in Pretty in Pink at the bottom of this piece of cardstock. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. So that's done. Come in with my paper trimmer and just line that up. Trim that off. And I'm going to trim the bottoms of make the bottom half just a little bit thinner. There we go, perfect. And then I'm going to take my paper snips and do an angle cut on these. Love a good angle cut on a sentiment. Angle cut. Angle cut. There we go. So those are done. Let's bring in our card. And then we will change our orientation to horizontal. We have our Happy Easter. And then I'm giving you guys a sneak peek on a brand new online exclusive. These are fun. These are the Garden Epoxy dots. And they have cute little flowers on the inside here. And then solid dots. So I'm going to just come in with my pink dot here. Maybe I'll grab a little, use the little hook. These ones are kind of hard to grab. These ones are a little hard to grab, so you might have to really get in there with your take your pick tool. But I'm just gonna fold it and grab it and use my finger. So there is our vertical orientation. So let's go ahead and rotate that and do our horizontal. As soon as I grab my piece here. And where did my sample go? Hold please. Here's our bunny pieces. Here we go. Okay, seriously, Tammy? Oh, it's over here. My goodness. So here is our horizontal orientation. Let's get out all of our parts and pieces. Again, a thick basic white is our base. I think a summer splash would be kind of fun as well as a base. So I changed the orientation of the flowers because I wanted to make sure that it was going the right direction. So goes angled like that. So we're going to angle. So the only thing that we're changing the orientation on is the way the basket sits, but the template itself is exactly the same. Again, our 3-inch piece by 5. I'm going to kind of angle it back just so I can place this a little bit better. And make sure I don't go off of the edges. So visually I'm kind of cheating, but it's going the right way. There we go. And then we have our cloud cover circle. That's going to go right there. Yes. It's actually going to go more right there because that's the way the orientation is. I have to sometimes twist and turn to see what it looks like, but we have our Easter basket. Here we go again. Let's kind of break these up and hopefully these ones go a little bit faster. If I kind of break apart the slits, maybe that'll be easier. It seems to be going a little bit better for that first one. Fingers crossed that it goes well for the other two. Yes, that's going a little bit faster. I don't want to jinx it. There we go. We have 2 in already, so that's good. We'll mess with the angles at a moment and in a moment. Number 3. Come on, go fast. I jinxed myself. Come on. It's always that one right there. See, I totally jinxed myself. Go, 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 go. Whew. Okay. That. Lay that down. Lay that flat. Okay, flip that over. Hold that in place with our foam adhesive. Okay. We have our Easter grass that I put at the bottom. Little bit, just a little bit. Come on, don't be stinky. And there we have that. Okay, coming along very nicely. We have our cute little bow for our basket. We have our grass. Oh, I forgot to cut the little slits. I wonder if I can trim that. Forgot to cut these guys. I know. I did not hear you say that fast enough, Patty, unfortunately. Oh, well. The bunny's gonna hide this side, so I think we're okay. Yeah, the bunny's gonna hide that side, and the bow, I thought hid that side, but and my paper snips are pretty much kaput. Okay. The bunny's gonna hide this side, so that'll be good. Let me get my Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay. Again on the right side, and then add some adhesive to the left side. Our carrots. Our little chickie. Tucked into the grass, popping out. Oops. Got a little glue happy there. And our cute Easter egg kind of coming up behind the bow there. And our happy Easter. Gonna go just like that. These are going out for my March random act of kindness. So there is that, and then we'll finish off with these epoxy dots. One there and one there. So here we go. Let's go ahead and bring in both of our cute little Easter baskets. So cute. Love this bundle. It is fabulous for a cute little Easter surprise for someone in your life. And I want to thank you for joining me for another Template Thursday with Tammy. Again, these layouts and free downloads for your binder, if you're printing them out and creating your own binder, will be on my blog post tomorrow, February 27th at cardsbytlc.com. I want to thank you all for joining me. Oh, you are so welcome. And aren't they cute and colorful? So bright and cheery. So I want to thank you all for joining me, and I hope you join me on Sunday for more creative fun. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will hopefully see you all here on Sunday. Bye, everyone.